Hey, hi, how are you doing? So it's been a while. It's been about 2 years since I've made a video. So this is late. Yeah, I guess I better explain what's been going on and why you're still subscribed to me. And you're seeing this video in your feed and you're like, wait, oh yeah, who's that guy? Yeah, I guess I'll talk a bit about that. So, what's been going on? So, in the 2 years that it's been since I posted the Undertale video, I think that was the last video I did. When I finished making the Undertale video, I was in the middle of changing jobs. When I started making the video and scripting it, I was finishing up working at Bank of America. I was working as a software developer at Bank of America. That was like my career, my actual like day job, and it was, to put it candidly, fucking awful. I hated it, and I left after about a year working there. So in the middle of that, it took a long while to kind of develop that video because I was in the middle of making jobs, or changing jobs, shall I say. But what was cool was I was about to begin working in a new company called GameSparks in the games industry. So, you know, my degree was in game development. I've always been interested in games, as you probably are aware of. So I was finally getting to work in games. And it was, I think, in the first month or so, I finished up that Undertale video and I put it out and I was really happy with it. And then I kind of said to myself, okay, I should probably just, focus on work for a bit, but also I really want to make the Legend of Dragoon Part 2 because I had teased that at the end of Part 1, and it was my intention to finish that video to get it out to you guys because I know a lot of people were excited, and I still get comments to this very day saying, where's Part 2 and is Part 2 coming? So where is Part 2? I guess this is kind of a continuation of the story. So, I had started in this new company in GameSparks and I was really enjoying it. I really enjoyed my time there. The team was awesome. I was with like-minded people. I was getting to work on games, being involved in the development process, working in the industry, and I found that I really wanted to focus on that and really commit as much as I can to it in learning new technologies, learning as much as I can about the business. And in the process of that, YouTube kind of fell by the wayside. I was scripting. I had a script for Legend of Dragoon Part 2 almost ready, but then I came to another conclusion. So with the first video was mostly a prologue. It was detailing all the events that led up to the game. I kind of like to do that in my videos, split them up. And I was going to do Part 2, and the plan was, because I had actually never finished the Legend of Dragoon video game. I'd never finished that. My plan was to commit some time to finally replay Legend of Dragoon, finish it off, get to the end, and then develop the video. I didn't mind as long as that took, and that was going to be what I was going to do. Then what ended up happening was, number one, time. I was just so involved in this new job and other things were going on in my life. I was going through a breakup at the time. I was changing houses. All this mad stuff was happening. So the video kind of just kept on going down and down, and I wasn't progressing in the playthrough as fast as I wanted to. And this might anger a lot of people, I wasn't really enjoying that game. And I know this is kind of like, whatever, do it for your videos or whatever, but dude, that game's not great. That game is kind of weird. It's pretty slow. And I was pondering the idea of just getting the video out, looking up wikis and stuff and doing the research and just making the video and getting it out to shut people up or whatever. But I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to just regurgitate information that anyone else could by just looking up online. Of course you could do that with Chrono videos or the Xenogears videos, but that was put into my own framing, my own context. And I really wanted to do those because I love those games and I finished those games multiple times and I really felt a passion towards them. And I just didn't feel that with Legend of Dragoon. So that's why that video kind of just stopped. And because of that, I kind of said, okay, I haven't made Legend of Dragoon Part 2, but maybe I can keep making videos. But then I just kept on getting more and more involved in work. Things started becoming crazy. I was getting involved in new things in my life. I started making music. I started really getting into making the music of games, and I'll link to maybe some of my stuff. But I think the main reason was when I started making the videos, I was really happy, and I actually did want to make it a series. I was going to be like a timeline guy. I was going to bring the game's stories to life in a video. You can just put on the video and, you know, get your fill of the story, and that would be it. And I was kind of committed to that idea, but then I started just kind of struggling with the idea of keeping that up and kind of keeping on a schedule or a timeline, and, you know, spending so many evenings working on them, scripting them, editing them, that it just became a bit of a daunting task, especially after I just stopped doing the second video of Legend of Dragoon. I just kind of didn't really like the idea of continuing that series, and I just stopped and didn't even make an update video, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have put out an update video being like, look, I'm just gonna have to focus on my life for a bit, and then I'll come back maybe at some later date, you know, 2 years too late, right? And look, a lot of it is like laziness. Those videos take a lot of time to do, take a lot of effort. A lot of it was just, you know, I could just go home and play video games instead at the end of the hard day's work, instead of coming back to just work on more stuff. And I know it sounds like I'm complacent, and you know what? I am complacent. I was totally complacent. Also, YouTube started getting really weird. You know, that whole adpocalypse thing started happening. Not that I've ever, like, you know, made great money off of YouTube or anything like that, but it just was kind of this, like, you know, why would I try and really build up a YouTube channel right now when YouTube is kind of not falling apart, but just not being the most friendly place for small creators to build a fan base. And another one was, I've been making videos for a long time prior to the Chrono videos. I've been actually on YouTube since about 2008, 2009. Ever since back in the ScrewAttack.com days, I was a huge member on ScrewAttack, making videos, making blogs. I've been making videos for so long. In fact, my first channel got taken down because of 3 copyright strikes. And then I created the new channel my current channel back in like 2011. This is my second channel. So I've been making videos for a long time. And I guess I was just tired, you know. I made videos all through like secondary school, college, and then, you know, the start of my, you know, development career, my programming career, my game development career, and I was just like, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do now. That time was over. There was definitely that kind of feeling. But lately, like, it always is in my mind, you know, I should come back, I should do more videos, I should just do the stuff that I want to do, as opposed to feel like I have an obligation to continue a series. And if I do want to do that series, just do the things that I like, you know? My plans were to do an Evilly series. I wanted to do a series about all the Final Fantasy 12, you know, Final Fantasy Tactics, favorite story, those things. Tons of other series. I should just do those, you know. That was the feeling at the time, but then just work started getting more and more crazy. If I were to return to YouTube right now, I know exactly what I'd want to do, and it wouldn't be a timeline series. It wouldn't be finishing Legend of Dragoon Part 2. I did a series about 5 years ago. Wow. I did a series 5 years ago called Epoch, and it was kind of like a history show about gaming in the 90s. For those Irish viewers will know there's a popular show called Reeling in the Years that was kind of always played on telly, used to come on after the news all the time, and it was one of my favorite shows growing up as a kid. And I pretty much just copied the style of that video, of that series, and just brought it over to those videos. And I had a weekly schedule, and I got through those really, really fast, and I was really happy with those, and I enjoyed them a bunch. So, you know, if I were to return to YouTube right now, I'd want to do another one of those, particularly for the 2000s. But, you know, and I know they wouldn't be as well received as well, like, you know, have as many views. But, like, I don't really care as such. Where I did previously, I know I cared a bunch when those Chrono videos came out about, like, oh my god, we're getting crazy views, and this is gonna be it. I'm gonna be a YouTuber, I'm gonna make money and stuff. And, you know, then I just started getting involved in my career. That's where it kind of fell by the wayside. And a big one is, if I was to return to YouTube as well, like, I don't know if you've noticed in the last, like, 3 years, but, like, YouTube videos and, like, YouTube essayists have gotten crazy good. Like, people like Mark Brown, Super Bunny Hop, you know, all these video essayists, you know, about movies and stuff, their production values are super high. And I would have to do a lot of learning. I'd have to upskill a lot in that area of video editing. It's always been a hobby of mine. It's always been just a kind of like an interest, you know, scripting, editing, making videos. It's never been, you know, I guess my passion, if that makes sense. Whereas with a lot of these guys, you can see the commitment and the work that they put into them. and makes those videos incredible. They're so good, and I watch them all the time. So if I were to do that as well, I'd want to kind of keep to some form of standard. I'd want to upskill in some way, and maybe I will do that. You know, maybe that you will see a video in the next few months or a year being like, oh shit, he's back, nice one. And then, you know, oh shit, it's Epoch, never mind. Yeah. Recently, work has been a bit strange right now. We actually got acquired by Amazon, our company, and it's been going interesting. There's good and bad, definitely. But since that's happened, I've been thinking a lot more about getting back into some form of creative media outside of working just full time, basically all the time. You know, toy around with the idea of streams. I did a bit of a stream on YouTube that totally broke down. Thank you for those who joined in that, you know, brief 20 minutes of stream. And, you know, thinking of like, hey, I could just do, you know, more YouTube videos, but like expand what I wanted to do as opposed to like make essays or something like that, or reviews or top 10s. You know, that's kind of old YouTube that I grew up in, was just making those kind of videos. But, you know, just maybe talk about like reactions to certain things that are going on. You know, some of my new favorite channels are just like, just gushing about video games. And I love gushing about video games, but there's also that kind of, you know, what would people actually care about me talking for 10-15 minutes about the Final Fantasy VII remake, or, you know, Nintendo's E3 or something like that, or even start streaming. But, you know, those ideas have always toyed in the back of my head, and I don't kid myself. I don't believe like I have a dedicated fan base or anything like that, but hey, on the slight chance that there is, and you guys want to see more content like that, and you really like think and believe in me, then I will try. I will definitely try to. I'll try to be way better at this, as I could try and kind of balance this work / presence online thing that I've been doing. But yeah, I've been just gushing for the last while. That's kind of just what's been happening in my life right now. Lots of working, which has led to less videos, no videos. But there's always this, you know, you read the comments every day. I'm always getting comments, even to this day, about like, you know, are you coming back? Where is he? Is he dead? I'm not dead. I'm just very busy. But maybe that might change soon. Who knows? If you guys, you know, have anything you want to say, or, you know, if you got any feedback, or, you know, I don't know, anything you want to say, just leave me a comment. I might come back. I'll see. But I just figured it was time to make an update video after 2 years. As you can tell, I'm not very good at this. And, you know, maybe that's the start of something new. Maybe I'll do this regularly or something like that. But thank you for watching. I love every single one of you for watching my videos. Honestly, it still baffles me that like the Chrono videos are in the thousands or hundreds of thousands of views, or like 100,000 views. And the Xenogears videos have just tens of thousands of views. It's just mental. So thank you. Honestly, that's really cool. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good life, and I'll see you again.